Hello guys and welcome to Klaus Gaming. Pack your favorite tent, dust off your elephant gun, say goodbye to your family because we're going on the third expedition. Let's roll. So now we have 3 destinations to choose from. Once again the Guahaha grasslands with the weird name, a well-balanced region consisting mostly of white grasslands, so that's pretty much the same as where we were before. The Grand Drylands, a harsh and desolate area into which only experienced explorers should venture. Old Grasslands, a well-balanced region consisting mostly of white grasslands. That seems similar to this one. So that's the 3 options. So this one apparently is the harder one because this is green and this is green, so I guess the flag might mean that this is a step up in difficulty. But I think we are starting to have a little bit of hair on our chest and whiskey in the jar, so let's head on to the harder region. Let's go. After a good night's rest, I arrived at the harbor. The captain had yet to arrive, so I sat on the pier and waited. We were approached by the soldier that had asked us to find Conrad the deserter. Upon hearing that we had to kill him, he assured us that we had acted correctly and rewarded us for our efforts. So finally we get something for taking care of Conrad. So we're getting some climbing gear, which makes passing through elevated territory much easier. 20 of those, we'll take that. I was greeted by a gentleman while I waited. He challenged me to complete my upcoming expedition within 80 days and offered a reward on completion. 80 days is not a lot. The last expedition we didn't do very well, and we spent more than 80 days and we didn't really find much of value. So I'm going to refuse this. I think we need to spend more time on this expedition and really bring back something that will wow everyone in London. So let's refuse. I refused his challenge. I would not allow our expedition to be sidetracked. Marjorie Sanders, a cultist, offered to join our expedition. We had 5 persons in our trek. We would need to dismiss someone in order to recruit a new member. Now, I don't know about you guys, but a cultist? Really? Do we really need that on our expedition? I don't think so, so let's say no thanks to that. Gerard Leboeuf, an artist, offered to join our expedition. So we can switch out an artist for one of our guys in the expedition. So we have a cook, which is always nice because we got to eat. And that's us, Charles Darwin. That's a translator and a soldier and a donkey. Would we trade out a donkey for an artist? A student of the fine arts eager to paint landscapes and people. Yeah, not really. Let's say no thanks to him. I think we will go with the donkey. At last the vessel was prepared for departure. So let's purchase some equipment and then we'll be ready. I decided to visit the local outfitter before venturing out. I knew that an adequate choice of equipment is vital for a successful expedition, so let's barter. So we don't have any machetes. We only have 6 funds. That's pretty bad. We need some machetes. Well, let's set barter, but we can actually only buy stuff here. We can't barter. We can't give something of our own and make an exchange. So we'll just have to settle for 3 machetes. That's it, guys. So here we are, ready to venture forth in the unknown lands. Where should we go? Let's look at the compass. It swings between there and there, so we could go anywhere pretty much. Let's go over here. So there's our first question mark. Let's check it out. Enter stone circle. Let's do that. We came across a stone formation that seemed to be man-made. There were inscriptions etched into each rock. Maybe they formed a kind of map. That looks interesting. Looks like a Stonehenge, but with sort of Mayan pyramids or something like that. Let's analyze the inscriptions. We began to analyze the inscriptions and found that they would help us to gain insight into a nearby area. Select area to reveal. So that's helpful. So now we get a free reveal. And we know the pyramid might be up here somewhere. Zoom out a little bit. So I kind of want to reveal this area right here maybe. Or maybe further up. Because this looks like we can't venture past it because it's full of rocks. So it might be up here somewhere. So let's reveal this. There's a tiger. And not much else, I guess. I guess the climbing gear will come in handy here. There's a lot of areas that are either hill. I guess we can't do the mountains, but we can get over the hills with the climbing gear. So let's head down here first, maybe. Check this out over here. Here's a question mark. It's a village. Let's enter the village. This evening we reached a village inhabited by many skilled scouts. The villagers observed us with caution. They were kind and offered to help our cause. Upon our arrival, Dabra Tata, our trusted translator, began to converse with the natives. He assured us that we would be able to rest in the village. And we need that because we're down to 65 sanity, so let's rest. We told the men to unpack and prepare our things for the night. A young girl was so excited about our stay that it ran up to me with arms spread wide. Why does it say it? A young girl, it should say she, ran up to me with arms spread wide. That's a little mistake. A rash was clearly visible on her neck and arms. Yeah. So we have two options here. If we step away from her, the natives might think we are being rude. But if we allow her to hug us, we might get some kind of disease that we'll bring back to London. Maybe the flu, and it'll kill everyone. So let's step away. Because we are, after all, Charles Darwin. We know a little bit about a little bit. Prevention is better than cure. Therefore, I made sure to keep the girl at arm's length. However, this left a bad impression with the natives. So that's exactly what happened. Let's sleep. The night was quiet and peaceful. The following morning was bright and sunny, a perfect day for new adventures. The atmosphere was beginning to get somewhat tense. We could tell that the villagers wanted us to leave. Yeah, we're back up to full sanity, so let's see if we can... We can't recruit anybody because we have a full expedition at this moment. If you recruit someone, we would have to let someone else go. So let's... we don't really have anything to trade with either, so let's just go. Let's leave. We told the men to pack up and headed out as new adventures awaited us. So, let's have a look at the map. We can go through this area here and go up here. I suspect that the pyramid might be up there somewhere. But it might also be up here, so we might as well go that way first. Now we can use the climbing gear here. That will cost one climbing gear to get past there. Let's move up here. Go a little bit further in. Just in case anything's in there. Just one more tile. Just one more. Let's check it. Near region, but nothing. There's nothing of interest here. So we already spent 33 days. We really need to find something that is valuable we can bring back to London. So we can set things straight. Show everybody how badass explorers we are. So let's check this question mark over here. This bleak and ancient place was situated in the middle of a swamp scattered with the remains of long dead elephants. For some reason the creatures of many generations had come here to die. So let's search the area. We spread out and searched the area. All bones were rotten and invaluable, but we found something peculiar instead. Let's loot it. So what is this? Mysterious egg that rumbles and emits strange noises from time to time. That's great. Maybe it's a dinosaur, who knows. We can bring it back and start Jurassic Park in London. Let's take it. Because everybody knows Jurassic Parks always turn out well. So let's go up here. No, maybe there. See what that's all about. We really need to find more stuff to bring back. We will not settle for last place again. The egg we had found started to tip from side, and cracks began to appear. Something inside it wanted to get out, and after a few minutes of trying, it finally succeeded. A baby tortoise laid on the ground before us. Alright, so it's not a dinosaur, but let's loot it. So now we have a baby tortoise. While it is cute, it does not seem inclined to be useful. Grows at a rapid pace. Yeah, we love it. Anyway, let's bring it. So now we are back to having nothing of value. Yeah, we need better luck on this expedition. Let's move through the trees here. So So we discovered a new region, now we're at 53%. So the compass is more accurate and it's telling us that it's between here and here. So we have to go this way up here. Actually, let's go check that question mark that's on the way. Oh! Something's bad here. We are actually down to 0 sanity. We need to do something about that. But first we should check what happened here. Our baby had been growing at an alarming rate and was now able to be of assistance to us. Wow. So now we have a giant tortoise. We welcomed the grown tortoise into our party with open arms. Yeah, there it is. A pack turtle. That's great. We can also level up. So I leveled up the soldier. But we really need to get some sanity back. I don't have any expendable items here to restore sanity, so... Oh, the village is all the way down there. Oh, we have too many trek members as well. So the turtle has more capacity than the donkey. So let's dismiss the donkey. We had to send Missy Hawk away. Yeah, you have been replaced by a turtle. So I don't know what to do here. We can either head back to the native village, which is very far, or we can try and gamble and see if we can make it to this question mark up here. Either way, it's pretty bad because we're at 0 sanity. So someone might desert, or bad things might happen. This might be the golden pyramid right there. So let's head up there. We'll gamble. As I woke early this morning, I noticed that someone was missing. I counted heads and saw Antoine Badeau sitting on a crate, half naked and covered in blood. He held onto something that looked like a bone. I almost fainted as I realized that David Tata had been murdered and eaten. So the cook ate our translator, which is pretty bad, so now we can't converse with the natives. I don't know how I feel about the cook either. I don't feel he's too safe in our expedition. So yeah, bad stuff happens when your sanity reaches 0. So let's see if we can get up to that question mark there before dying. As the sun rose, we realized that Keith Murray was not with the trek anymore. He had abandoned us during the night. This was in itself already problematic, but he also had taken some valuable goods with him. Yeah, we didn't really have anything of value though. As long as he didn't take our turtle, Mr. Bone. Alright, this has to be something that can restore sanity or the pyramid, because this is going badly. It's a village. We arrived at a native village inhabited by many skilled scouts. The villagers had been evading us. They did not seem overly fond of our arrival. They were cautious but politely offered their help. So we need to recruit and we need to sleep here so we can regain sanity. Let's recruit first. We sat down and spoke with the natives to find out if someone was interested to join our trek. There's an animal handler. We'll welcome anybody right now. An animal handler joined our trek. We could not shake off the feeling that we had stressed the hospitality of the villagers more than we should have. Yeah, that might be, but we have to stay overnight and restore sanity. The natives agreed to let us rest in an empty hut, however they demanded a tribute because of our disrepute. They can have a torch. And a first aid kit. And they want more. Actually, let's keep this and see if they'll just take some climbing gear. 2 climbing gear will do it. Let's deal. Actually, we might buy something they have for more climbing gear. Because we have absolutely nothing to bring back home. There we go. Let's strike this deal. We told the men to unpack and prepare things for the night. The village chief offered to prepare a feast to celebrate our visit. However, we would need to hand over one of our animals so it could be prepared as food. So they want to eat our turtle. Are they crazy? That's the best turtle in the world. And it can carry all sorts of stuff. Reject. We could not spare any of our precious animals. The chief was a bit disappointed and the rest of the evening went by without any particular incidents. Yeah, they're not going to eat our turtle, that's for sure. We've had it since it was a baby. Since it was in the egg. We loved that turtle. We got a good night's rest. The next morning we woke as the village was already buzzing with activity. It was terribly obvious that we would need to leave soon, as the villagers were seemingly annoyed by our presence, so we're down to only 3 standing. So I really wanted to restore more sanity, but I think we're just gonna have to go before they attack us and eat us. Actually, it would be okay if they ate the cook. He seems to like that stuff. Let's leave. We packed up the trek and departed, as new adventures could be waiting around the next corner. The villagers stared at us as we departed. The following days we felt that we were not alone in the wilderness. Yeah, they're checking us out. They want to know what we're up to. So there's a question mark over here. Let's check that out. Found a butterfly, that's helpful. Restores a little bit of sanity as we are playing as Charles Darwin. Enter the stone circle. We came across a stone formation that seemed to be man-made. There were inscriptions etched into each rock. Maybe they formed a kind of map. Sarudabe seemed visibly upset at the idea of exploring the site and warned us about incurring the wrath of the gods. So if we loot this place, I'm pretty sure we're going to maybe hit 0 standing and we'll be attacked by the natives. But on the other hand, we can't go back with only 2 mushrooms. We might as well just die here in shame anyway. So let's analyze the inscriptions. We deciphered the inscriptions and found that they would help us gain insight into an area of our choice. So that's great. Let's reveal something, hopefully where the Golden Pyramid is. Because this expedition is going pretty badly. So it would be nice to just make it back alive and try again. So let's have a look at the compass. It's swinging between there and there. I'm thinking it would be up here somewhere, the Golden Pyramid. Let's see. A group of native warriors appeared as if by magic. They must have been tailing us since we left their village. The leader was furious about our actions and demanded that we pay tribute and compensation. Oh my god, they'll probably want Mr. Bones, our turtle. Let's pay some tribute. We did not want to risk a confrontation. Well, we don't even have a soldier. We have Charles Darwin, an animal handler, and a cannibal cook, and a big turtle. So yeah, let's barter. They can have pretty much whatever they want. How about a torch? Some climbing gear? There you go. Now they're happy. It's like giving beads to the Indians. We were able to come to an agreement with the warriors. They disappeared into the bushes. Yeah, don't come back. So let's head the other way. Away from the warriors. Let's go check out this question mark. It might be the Golden Pyramid. Who knows? We might just make it back alive. And live to do another expedition. It is the Golden Pyramid. And we're down to 10 sanity, so we can't actually, if you try and make it up there, we are going to have more people deserting. So let's not do that. So now we can promote somebody. I wonder if this guy will come back with us. Local will hesitate to follow you home after this expedition, so I need to promote the cook, even though he's a cannibal and eats human flesh. He ate our translator. And he's also paranoid. That's a great combination. I feel very safe when I go to bed at night with this guy in my trek. We're going to have to promote him anyway. Alright guys, let's examine the shrine. Oh, it's not the Golden Pyramid. I thought it was. It's just a temple. The temple before us deserved both fear and respect. Its stone walls were covered with ornate engravings. Low-hanging vines partially concealed the entrance that led within. Something seemed strange about this place. I could not help myself but notice that the shadows seemed to be longer and darker than usual. Let's enter the shrine. Before us lay some kind of ceremonial room. It was a truly awe-inspiring sight. We found a stone altar that was covered in ancient writings. So here's a little dismembered expedition. So let's investigate the altar. Wow! Golden mask. A mask made of pure gold. It seems like this was used in sacrificial ceremonies. Now this is really worth something. It's pure golden mask. If you bring this back to London, it will really help our expedition a lot. We can either sell it for heaps of fame, or we could get a lot of funding for our next expedition. And God knows we need both. But right now I think we need funding more than anything, because we're actually pretty much dead in the water, because we should have bought some sanity restoring items before heading out on the expedition. That really was a really big mistake, but we didn't have very many funds anyway. Let's see if we can make it back to London with the mask. What a glorious day. We took what we came for. Something felt wrong as we obtained the treasure. We were shocked as an unnatural creature crawled out of the shadows and moved towards us. Is this thing right? Oh my god. What the hell? Abomination? While it certainly looked scary, it did not seem to be aggressive towards us. For some reason it had decided to follow us, which was rather disconcerting. If you look at the amount of attack dice it has, I really don't want to fight this thing. So let's leave while it's not being aggressive. I hope it doesn't mind that we took the pure golden mask. We'll see. Well, it actually just followed us. A grotesque abomination that once seemed to be a human being. I think it became part of our trek. That's excellent. It's a cannibal. Like our cook. So maybe the abomination and the cook will try to eat each other. But clearly the abomination will win. Well, now I feel perfectly safe. There's only 2 cannibals and an animal handler in our trek. And we're down to 10 sanity, which means that the cannibals will start eating people pretty soon when we camp. And I have no idea where the Golden Pyramid is. This expedition is going very badly, guys. Very badly indeed. Charles Darwin is going to end up in a stew. We have a golden mask, a great treasure, but we'll never get to show the world what we found. Let's try and make it to this question mark up there. I suspect it might be the Golden Pyramid. Is it swinging between here? It might not be the Golden Pyramid, but we're going to have to try. Let's go. Ah! It is the Golden Pyramid! Let's go home. And we found a golden mask. The majestic Golden Pyramid rose above its environment, overcoming all the obstacles we had yet survived. Yeah, this expedition was no problem, it was child's play, we were never in any trouble at all, it was easy to find the golden mask. Let's go back to London now, and show the world how well we did. Oh. After weeks of traveling, euphoria overcame me. I knew that my name would be forever remembered. I congratulated Sir Darby, but instead of happiness I saw regret in his eyes. He felt like he could never leave these lands. He preferred to stay in his home country. Yeah, he should stay here. But I want to bring the turtle, Mr. Bowen. I can't believe it. We almost died. It was a terrible expedition. But we got a golden mask, 2 mushrooms, and a fantastic turtle that we can bring home. So let's finish the expedition. Yeah, so we spent 80 days. Found 5 butterflies, which is also pretty good. And the Golden Pyramid netted us 140 and we had 245. So let's finish the expedition. Here we are back in London, showing off our abomination and turtle. And our cannibal cook, Charles Darwin. So we pick a Perth. So pick a perk. Polymath, choose from 5 perks as opposed to 3. Lone survivor, survive a little longer when all alone. Occult vision, reveals locations of all stone circles and increases the radius when analyzing them. I don't know what to pick. Maybe we should pick Polymath so we can choose from 5 perks as opposed to 3. Let's do that. Because I didn't find the other 2 that useful. So now everybody is celebrating. They're going, what a nice abomination. It looks really pretty. And that cook must be a really nice guy. So let's see how we did overall. So we are still in the last place. Everyone else is doing better, but Mary Curie is not that far ahead. Isabella Bird is actually, yeah, she's pretty far ahead still. And these 2 is going to be really hard to catch. So we have the golden mask. We can actually get 60 more fame for that. We could also get 40 funds. And yeah, we almost died the last expedition because we had no funds. We really need to buy some sanity restoring items so this doesn't happen again, especially when we're traveling with a cannibal cook. And maybe even an abomination. I don't know if he carries over to the next mission. He might, because he was standing there in London. So let's sell the golden mask and give the 2 mushrooms to the museum. So gift this to the museum and this. And then we're just going to have to step on the speeder for the last 3 expeditions to see if we can make it past some of these. Marie Curie and Isabella Bird, I think we should beat those 2 at least. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.